How did it begin for each of you? Was there a spark or a certain job that got you involved in the industry?
I started off as a production runner with BBC Films back in the 1970s, and worked my way through facilities to camera department and then to effectively management.
I actually have a background in consumer electronics and telecommunications in a project management capacity. I got a job in the company's contracts manager, and over the years I've worked my way up to the position of director within the company.
I studied industrial design at the Royal College of Art. My main research area was into 3D. When IMAX started going 3D, I got involved in that, partly off the back of the research that I'd done.
What is it about the format, the aspect of 3D which really engages you and makes you want to work in that field?
We all naturally see in 3D, so why wouldn't we want to experience watching a movie in 3D? And especially if you're watching a film, for example, in space, how many of us would ever get the chance to go to space? Probably none of us. So to actually have that connection, to feel more connected to the characters, to feel immersed in the story, I think the 3D is key to delivering that.
What's very interesting, though, is that we're at a point in technology, with the technology at the moment, in that the experience in a cinema is actually much better than it's ever been in the last 30 years. I first did 3D back in 1982. In those days it was red and green glasses and a very painful experience. But we're at the pinnacle of technology now in terms of theatrical display, where we have fairly lightweight technology that really does enhance the 3D experience. So it's given cinematographers like Chris and filmmakers the ability to really use the system to its best benefit.
How does special effects affected the 3D scene, including film, and how does it compare to old methods of filming?
Actually, the thing about this project, about Gravity, that particularly excited me when I was reading the script was not all the destruction scenes and the debris and everything that you can reach out and grab. It was those drama scenes. It was Sandra in the capsule spending 12 minutes in a single shot, going through her own personal journey.
I'm Polly, and I've got a really big passion for editing films and short films and stuff like that. And I was sort of wondering if you guys had any advice.
The amount of editing software that's out there nowadays that for free and at very low cost is actually is incredible. You can shoot some stuff, you can edit your stuff, just to get the basic idea of how that works. You can study in your own time, study filmmaking and see how sequences have been cut together, break them down, analyse them. Once you've got a good feeling for that, that will then give you the idea of whether you want to go into a formal course of filmmaking or alternatively you want to practice or hone the particular skills.
Other ways of getting into film, once you've done a certain amount of your own, is just contacting people, asking for that first break, assisting them, working as a runner, and that goes for camera department, goes for post-production. A lot of it is down to whether you are helpful, whether you're keen, whether you make a good cup of tea. You know, it's all those things to begin with to get you involved and get you noticed by people.
Can we say a massive thanks to our guests? That was a fascinating insight into 3D filmmaking.